That's the rising Earth. And that's really this movement which is about connecting ourselves to our real nature. To really connecting ourselves with one another, because we all do have a nature. We all come from nature, and we all are what, well, if you really look at, well, Earth looks like a point. Every planet looks like a point. And in a way, we all are planets. The planets of our own creation. And we all have created ourselves to be the way we are. We all live on this Earth, and we are of Earth. And that is also a very important idea behind Hearts, the Hearts movement, which is about helping a group of people in Africa, really the poorest of the poor, to help themselves. Which is really from the love in your heart, you can change this world. We can change this world from the love in our hearts. And it's really about that, love, which is really, well, it's not just a matter of finding somebody who is lovable to you. Well, that love is a power. Love is the power. It's the opposite of fear, which has controlled this planet and has controlled us, to serve the matrix, the system that controls, that corrupts everything. And there was always a system in place that controlled us, that we serve on this planet. So it's a man-made system, whatever kind of system it is, political system or economic system, whatever name, it's always a system. We serve that system then. While in reality it should be that the system serves us. It is about us. And that's where a system can arise, only really arise, a natural system, can arise only from within. It's really for this natural system to arise. And that is really only possible if we connect to each other's nature, if we really learn each other's nature. Because that's really the key concept here, that, well, for us human beings, how we have evolved on this planet, we live in our own reality, but separate from each other. And so the point is really to overcome that separation. Not just by being passively going through life like we're all programmed to do, and we look for relationships and we look for good experiences while we're basically doing things that are not really enjoyable to us, but we have to do them because we have to do them. What controls us is the need to make money, to pay our bills. That's that is what drives us. That's what's the driving force of this this system, which is all about production and consumption. And so we take the resources from Mother Earth. And we also, take the resources from each other. As children, we grow up in the system, we learn to serve the system, which really destroys our planet. And that's really that process of learning, where real growth takes place, and real evolution, as we learn each other, as we get to know each other. And, that way we get to know ourselves. And the point of life really is, the point. And our point is really, what we think, and what we feel, and what we know, and what we want to know, and who we really are. That's our point. The separation, the process of separation, or rather becoming alienated from ourselves, from our point. Actually, we have become the aliens to this earth, to each other. We have become aliens to each other. We have become aliens to ourselves. What's really the point? The meaning of life is really, your meaning, your point, your purpose. To create change, that's really what it's about. And to become the change we want to see in this world, by shifting our paradigms, our attention, our behavior, modifying, changing our behavior, our reactions, how we react to things. As we react to things differently, we change our entire reality. But to be real with each other, that's the idea, because we all live in this reality. We all live in our own reality. And to be real with each other, and that's sometimes the point that gets lost. As we really only hear what we want to hear, and we all look for what we look for in this world, but we live side by side. And so I really believe it's time to come together. If you really think about that, what is happening in this world, and what controls this world, and why we had all this endless war and injustice, during which we really have learned nothing, and we have just begun more to control this world and create a system that controls everyone. Even people believe they're free, and people fight for their freedom. That's even worse. We are programmed to believe we need to fight for our freedom, that there's an enemy outside. And if you understand that, or if you know that war is business, and business it's about profit, and so it's not about the prophecy anymore, which is about truth speaker, and there have been always prophets throughout human history, but it's about the profit, the making money. And those who control money, well, you control this world. They don't care about the Jews, they cannot hear that. They are not in that mindset, they're not in that consciousness. They're just basically, they're doing their job basically like everybody else in this world. But we all play our part in this system, in the game of life, in this matrix. We all do our job. But it's really about waking up from that illusion, very real illusion, or delusion of reality that we exist in. And that we have co-created the consciousness that has controlled this planet, dominated this planet ever since the beginning of time. But what does it really mean? That's the question. What does it all mean? Especially in practical terms. We are one. We are love. I love you. What does that mean? What is love? What is truth? What is reality? I like the idea of let go and let God. And God is really that point, which is really in all of us. And so that's also why I like the saying Namaste. I see that in you, that higher essence, and I honor that.